Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to episode number 17 of the Washington football team franchise here on Madden NFL 22. And today, Washington begins a long stretch of divisional games to close out the season. The rest of the games in this season are against divisional opponents. And today we host the 8-4 NFC East leading Dallas Cowboys. So a big time matchup between huge rivals. So if you're excited for this one, make sure you drop a like and subscribe down below, especially if we want more franchise content as the Cowboys and the football teams look to do battle. Looks like Washington will start off with the football, and we are underway here, and that is Gibson back in his own end zone, and he will bring it out halfway through his end zone. He's going to get to about to the 20, so probably should have just taken a knee. That brings out Ryan Fitzpatrick in this Washington offense. Fitzpatrick has been very up and down this season. He has 3,900 yards, 19 touchdowns, but has 16 interceptions. Hopefully he can clean that up this week. He starts off his own 20 with a pass, and it's to the right side, almost intercepted. Looks for Gibson in the backfield. Not the way you want to start. Second and 10, it's a fake jet sweep handoff to Gibson, who cuts back right side, and he's going to pick up 4 on his first carry. Makes it now 3rd and 5. Going to throw for it here. Trips to the left. That is Curtis Samuel with the grab, but he's not going to get there. Met by a couple of Cowboy defenders. And that'll be a 3 and out for Washington, and bringing out Dak Prescott in the Dallas Cowboys offense. Prescott this year, 2,500 yards, 20 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Not going to wow you numbers, but when you have Ezekiel Elliott in that ground game, you don't really have to do much. Cowboys will throw on 1st and 10. It's a quick pass across the middle. There is Michael Gallup with the completion. That'll be 19 quick yards to the Cowboys receiver. No Tyron Smith in the lineup today for the Cowboys. Their left tackle is hurt. However, they do have Zach Martin in company, and they help open up a 6-yard run for Ezekiel Elliott to start today, who last week had 3 rushing touchdowns for Dallas. 2nd and 4 now from the 46 of Washington. Prescott going to throw for it again. He finds his man right side. There is CeeDee Lamb, who gets it out to the 33. Now back under center, 3 tight ends in the ballgame for Dallas. It's a handoff to Ezekiel Elliott, who finds the crease right side and picks up 9 before being tackled by Hudson. Now 2nd and 1, handoff, no play fake, and it's a read option, and Dak probably should have handed it off. Instead, he loses 3 before being brought down by Jonathan Allen. Now 3rd and 3, still in the gun, bunch to the left this time, going to throw for it. Prescott steps up in the pocket, fires for the end zone, and this one is caught for a touchdown. Michael Gallup with the reception. What a grab by number 13, and that gives 7 on the board for Dallas. So now Washington with their second drive, see if they have some sort of answer. Here's Gibson bouncing this one out left side. He's going to have plenty of space for a quick pickup of 22. And go back to Gibson on the ground with a new set of downs. He finds another running lane up the middle, and he gets it to the 44. Gibson last week, 118 and a score. He leads all the NFL with 1,400 yards rushing already. 2nd and 1, why not go back to Gibson this time? This time met in the hole, though, by Jalen Smith, who stops him short. 3rd and 1, tight end in motion is Bates. They're going to go back to Gibson, who picks up the first down yardage. Only got 2, but it was enough. Cowboys also without Leighton Vander Esch on defense today. Nice run stopper, so it looks like Washington is taking advantage. Here's another 7-yard run by Gibson. We've seen Washington do this in the past against a couple of good teams and like the Buccaneers and company, where they just like to keep the ball on the ground, minimize as many mistakes as possible, and just wear you down. It seems like it's that same game plan this week, and it's working to perfection. 6 more yards for Gibson and a first down. Tight end in motion again. They're going to go back to Gibson. This play again. He's got a small crease. But, I mean, if you pick up 5 yards per carry, why not keep doing it? Now 3rd and 5, though, you kind of have to throw for it. Fitzpatrick finds Diami Brown for a first down. The 3rd passing attempt for Fitzpatrick. Now 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Handoff to Gibson. He's got to bounce it outside, except thought he was going to lose yards. Instead, he picks up 1 by trucking a defender. 2nd and 10, now play action. Fitzpatrick, though, is going to be pressured, and he's going to be brought down. Gregory around the edge, sacks Fitzpatrick. And now you got 3rd and 21. Fitzpatrick trying to form a miracle. Throws it to the end zone, but is intercepted. Picked off by the Cowboys. Brown with the INT. And that's what we've seen too much of in recent weeks. End zone interceptions. So instead of coming away with points, Washington comes away with 0. And now Dallas has the football again. Out to the 36, handoff to Zeke left side. Has a little bit of a hole, except this one will probably be coming back. Holding on the offense will stop that play from being positive. Culprit is Brandon Knight, the replacement for Smith today. First and 16 to go back to the I formation, though. Handoff to Zeke Elliott, who's met in the hole by Hudson. Nice tackle to stop him. And now 3rd and 7. Prescott drops back, throws left side into double coverage. That one falls to the turf. That's how the first quarter will end. Dallas up 7-0. Washington back with the football on their own 15-yard line. 3rd and 10, bunch to the right. Fitzpatrick looks that way, and he has Terry McLaurin for a first down. Nice route by McLaurin to pick up 14. Now 1st and 10, back to the ground they go. Gibson stacked up at the line, maybe picks up 3. And 2nd and 7. We'll go back to the ground game, back to Gibson. This time right side, falls over a defender. And he gets it to 3rd and 1. And they go right back to Gibson, breaks a tackle, actually bounce it outside. And Gibson's actually got open grass. Inside the 20, he goes down to the 10 and tackled finally at the 6-yard line. Gibson, what a run by Gibson. Bounces it outside, finds the daylight. And now sets it up goal to go for Washington. Gibson still in the ball game. Gets the carry again. Maybe gets about 1. Already at 134 yards rushing. 2nd and goal. Gibson in the backfield. Gets it right back. He's met by a couple of Dallas defenders. Not going to let him run it in. It's Keanu Neal, the newest Cowboy. 3rd and goal. Now they go empty. Fitzpatrick going to throw for it. Looks right side for Thomas. And he's intercepted again in the end zone. Fitzpatrick does this too much. And that's 2 good drives, coming away with 0 points on Fitzpatrick's 18th pick of the season. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Prescott throws it off his back foot, and it's somehow caught. Michael Gallup with the grab, already down to the 30 on what just looked like a prayer by Prescott. Now down in Washington territory. This is a quick pass. That's Amari Cooper's first grab of the game. 2nd and 8. 3 tight ends in the game for Dallas. It's a fake. Prescott looks right side into some traffic. Looks like Cooper cannot find the football. Now 3rd and 2. Toss play to Zeke, and he has the hole. And he actually has more than enough for the first down, all the way down to the 12-yard line. Only Zeke's 4th run of the game, but Dallas does hold a 7-point advantage. Now 1st and 10 from the 12. Back to Zeke. Runs left side, and he's met by Curl before being taken down after a gain of 6. Now on the 6. In the shotgun, Prescott looking to set up a screen. This one fails completely, as Washington was all over that. And now it's 3rd and 4. Zeke the deep back underneath center is Prescott. It's a quick pass for Cooper, and he finds the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys. And the interception proves costly as Dallas goes up 14-0. Now Washington reeling, 2nd and 9, handoff to Gibson, picks up maybe 1 on already his 20th carry of the game. Now 3rd and 8, Fitzpatrick forced to pass, looks over the middle, has McLaurin who breaks the tackle. McLaurin actually changes direction, bounces it outside, he actually gets it to the 28. Nice catch and run by Scary Terry, puts Washington in Dallas territory. 1st and 10, Gibson with a cutback, picks up 5, 154. He's actually on pace to break the NFL record. 2nd and 5, another carry to Gibson. He actually gets pushed forward for a quick gain of 6. And that's a new set of downs. In the pistol, you know Gibson's getting the football. He tries to bounce it outside. He's going to be tackled after 4. And now it's 2nd and 6. Still in the shotgun, still carried to Gibson. He gets rocked this time by Jalen Smith. He's played pretty solid in run defense when needed. Now 3rd and 6, though. McKissick checks in. It is a pass play, and Fitzpatrick is going down from his blind side. It is Gregory again who just completely blew past Charles Leno. But at least Washington's on the board with 3. 2-minute warning. We are inside as here's a 2nd and 2 toss to Ezekiel Elliott, who has the first down. But more importantly, Jonathan Allen has to come off the field, and Dallas really wouldn't do anything with that drive. I just wanted to highlight the Allen injury. So that'll take us to the half. Dallas up 14-3. Will they pull away? We'll have to find out in the second half. This is week 14 around the NFL as the playoff starts to heat up. So we'll take a look at some games this week, starting off in Cincinnati, where the 7-5 Bengals and the 7-5 49ers are tied at 17. going to the half. Burrow has 2 touchdowns for Cincinnati, while Mostert has 1 on the ground for San Fran. A little bit south now in Tennessee, AFC South opponents. The Titans up 31-7 over the Jaguars. Titans sit 9-3 on the season. Already Derrick Henry, 3 rushing touchdowns, and they're still in the first half. Then finally, keeping in the AFC, the Chiefs and the Raiders do battle. 8-4 Chiefs up 14-7 over the Raiders. Odell Beckham does have a touchdown for Las Vegas, but it's the 2 touchdown passes of Mahomes that has the Chiefs out in front. Back to our game here. Cowboys with the football to start the second half on their own 23-yard line. Stretch give to Ezekiel Elliott left side. He's going to be met by a couple of defenders. Now 2nd and 7. Prescott still underneath center. He's going to throw for it. Takes a little 5-step drop. Tries to bounce to his left side, and he's going to scramble for it. He is tripped up just shy of the marker. Nice tackle by Daron Payne. Makes it 3rd and 2. Handoff Elliott. Tries to get to the first down, but he's not going to get there. Nice play by Curl to stop him short. And that's a 3-and-out for Dallas on their first drive. Zeka with his Washington offense needed. Is on 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick looking to throw for it. Has Thomas crossing over the middle. And he's actually going to get away from Keanu Neal. And Logan Thomas into Dallas territory. 7 for 10 for Fitzpatrick. He's now at the 44 of Dallas. They go back to the ground game. Gibson has a huge hole up the middle. Gets close to the first down marker. Maybe just marked a yard shy. 2nd and 1. McKissick checks back in. He'll actually pick up the first down on his very first run of the ball game. McKissick actually stays in on this first down play. Fitzpatrick throws left side. There is Antonio Gibson, though, who is lined up as a receiver. Interesting concept there by Washington, but it nets them 9. Now Gibson in his more traditional backfield spot has a huge hole on the right side. Picks up 7. Puts Washington in the red zone. McKissick back there in the strong eye. He actually gets the carry, and he gets swung down for a first down. McKissick, nice change of pace back. Picks up the first down. Now it's goal to go for Washington. Thomas in motion to the left. Handoff Gibson. He's going to power forward all the way down to the 1-yard line. Gibson been one of the toughest runners this season. 2nd and goal. A little bit of motion on that right side. Play fake for Fitzpatrick. Tries to roll out, and he gets it to Thomas for a touchdown. Washington, with their first TD of the ball game, cuts it into this Dallas lead. And they're going to go for 2, try to make it a 3-point ball game. As Fitzpatrick looks right side, has Diami Brown easily on the slant. And it's 14-11 Dallas. Washington only a field goal away. 7:12 left to go in the third as Dallas begins their next drive. On their own 37, here's a handoff to Ezekiel Elliott. Tries to look right side, picks up 4. Now 3rd and 7, though. Dallas going to have to throw for it. Pressure coming from Washington. Prescott finds his man for a first down. Daron Payne, though, actually hurt on the play. He's now pushing into Washington territory. It's a play for Elliott, but Prescott goes down. However, there is a flag. Hudson with a free shot at Prescott goes too high. That's 15 free yards. You cannot have those kind of mistakes. So instead of a sack, it's a first down for the Cowboys out to the 29 as Prescott rolls to his right, fires left, almost connects with CeeDee Lamb for a touchdown. 2nd and 10, Prescott throwing again, this time right side, has his tight end who picks up 6 before being pushed out of bounds. Now on 3rd and 3, it's a read option. Everybody fooled on Elliott, and Prescott has so much running room down to the 4. Great play call by Kellen Moore in this Cowboys offense. And now it's 1st and goal from the 4. But it's actually going to be 1st and goal from the 9. False start. On that right side, Zach Martin jumped. So now in the shotgun. Prescott looking to throw for it. These guys dancing around the pocket. He's got nowhere to go. He danced around too long. And Matthew Ioannidis brings him down for a sack. So you go from 1st and goal on the 4 to 2nd and goal on the 19. And they're just going to run it with Elliott. It looks like Dallas might be content with a field goal here. Now you got 3rd and goal from the 18. Prescott actually going to throw for it this time. Looks left side, has Cooper, but he's going to be well short of the touchdown. And Dallas will tack on 3. Into 3 quarters, 17-11 Dallas as we get into the final frame. Washington does have the football, and they're deep into Dallas territory. At the 28, 2 tight ends in here on the second down play. It's a handoff to Gibson, who gets forward past the 20. And he's at 255 rushing yards. He's already broken Washington's rushing yards record in a single game set by Gerald Riggs back in 1989. And he has a chance to break the most rushing yards in a single game set by Peterson. 2nd and 4, here's a handoff. This time it's to McKissick, who runs away from a couple of defenders and gets us a yard shy of the end zone. Washington sniffing their very first lead of the ball game. It's Gibson in the eye, and he gets stuffed at the 1. So 2nd and goal, they're going to move back to the pistol now. Back to Gibson, pushes forward this time, finds the end zone, runs through a defender, touchdown Washington. Gibson having himself a day as they kick the extra point. Now Washington up 18-17. 12.5 to go in this ball game. Dallas playing from behind for the first time as this is a catch. Should have been picked off, as somehow Jarwin comes away with the football. It's a huge catch and run, but he fumbles it. Laid out by Collins. Now Hudson has the football. Crazy play here down on the field that somehow results in Washington football. Kendall Fuller also hurt on the play, so all that to say, Washington has the football now at their own 43. 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick is sacked. Gregory brings him down for the 4th time today as Charles Leno has had no way to answer against him. Now 3rd and 11, Fitzpatrick throws, fires across the middle, has Thomas, who holds on for a first down. Big time catch from the tight end. Is now out to the 46. 10 minutes to go. Washington bleeding some clock. Here's a handoff to Gibson, stuffed. 264 on 40 carries. 2nd and 10. They're going to throw for it. Actually going to set up a screen for Gibson. Get him another touch. And Gibson gets close to the first down marker. However, there is a flag down. That's going to be holding on the offense. So this play will not count. And they'll get the tight end Logan Thomas. So now 2nd and 14. We'll try it again. Handoff to Gibson. Finds a little bit of space before being tackled by Smith. He's at 270. 3rd and 8, though. Washington will throw for it. Trips to the left. Fitzpatrick fires across the middle to Gibson, who doesn't have the first down. And Eric Flowers is hurt. But on 4th and 1, Washington will go for it. Trying to get Dallas to jump with the hard count. Still underneath center. They're going to hard count again. There is movement. And they're going to call movement on Washington. False start, so they back up. Could not get Dallas to jump. It's now a 59-yard field goal from Hopkins, and he buries it right down the middle. Nice kick by Hopkins. Puts 21 on the board for Washington and gives them a 4-point lead with a little over 8 minutes to go. Dallas, their own 25-yard line. Prescott looks deep left side. This one is tipped, but it is dropped. Almost caught on the rebound, but incomplete pass. Now 2nd and 10. Prescott looks to throw, fires across the middle, has Lamb. That's a quick gain of 8. Prescott 2 touchdowns so far today. 3rd and 2, handoff to Elliott. Interesting play call, and he doesn't get it. Cole Holcomb in the Washington rush defense stops him. That'll force a punt. And now we're inside 7 minutes, and Gibson rips off a huge run right side, and he has 288. 8 yards away from the record. Now at the 43, man in motion is Thomas. They're running clock, and they're also running Gibson. This time he has nowhere to go left side, as that is going to be stuffed. 2nd and 11. This time McKissick gets the handoff, and he has a huge hole right side. He actually has a huge space to the end zone for a touchdown. However, there is a flag down close to the line of scrimmage. So don't get your hopes up, Washington fans. This one is coming back, as this is going to be illegal. Block in the back takes away a touchdown. Eric Flowers, the culprit, who has returned to this one. So now it's 2nd and 20 on your own 48-yard line, letting some clock go. It's a handoff to Gibson, who's met right up the middle by Smith, breaks the tackle, and gets us into Dallas territory. 3rd and 15, Fitzpatrick looking to throw for it. Has a deep receiver open and finds Brown for a touchdown, so ball don't lie. Washington with the score anyway. 48-yard touchdown pass to Dyami Brown. Pushes Washington up 28-17. Washington coming roaring back in this game down in the 4th quarter has taken all the momentum, and Dallas on their back foot trying to get into this ball game. That'll be a nice pass to Gallup that pushes Prescott over 300 yards passing. Now 1st and 10. It's a double A gap look from Washington. Makes some confusion as there's an incomplete pass. Now 2nd and 10. Prescott looks to throw for it again. Gets hit as he throws and cannot find a wide open Cooper across the middle. Now 3rd and 10. Trying to spread out the defense. This one is also offline, so we're 4th and 10 now. Prescott in the gun. To his left, Elliott. Drops back. Fires off his back foot deep to the end zone for Gallup, and then it's broken up. Turnover on downs. Washington with 3 minutes left to go should just run out this clock. So we'll see if Gibson can get history. 1st and 10, handoff Gibson. That will be it. Gibson, 303 yards rushing. He has broken the all-time rushing yard record in a game set by Peterson back in 07 with 296. As Gibson, 303 yards brings us to a 2-minute warning. What a day for Gibson. As that rush was actually rush number 46, by the way. So he breaks another record. Most rushing attempts in a single game set by Jamie Morris back in 1988 with 45. So Gibson having himself a game for history. And it's not only that, he ices this one. 3rd and 1. Gibson breaks a tackle. And that'll be how this ball game ends. Washington comes away victorious on literally the back and legs of Antonio Gibson. 28-17 is your final. And Washington improves to 7-6 on the season. What a game by the run offense of Washington as they just powered on the ground. Take a look at the stats. Fitzpatrick only threw the ball 15 times. Went 12 for 15, so only had 3 incompletions. Now, 2 of those were end zone interceptions that we hope to clean up down the stretch, especially if we want to be a playoff team, as we still look to strive to be that. But overall, you can't talk enough about Antonio Gibson. What a season he has been putting together. He has emerged into one of the best backs in the NFL, and it's not like he just picks up yards through these open holes. I mean, Gibson frequently gets hit and just breaks tackles. His break tackle ability is incredible, and if you look at his ratings right here, it's not even nothing that's like to write home about. So, great play from Gibson. We did suffer an injury, though. Kendall Fuller did break his ribs, so we will be without our top corner in this final stretch of the season. We do get Adam Humphries back, though, in the receiving core, but Diamond Brown's been playing so good, might need to keep him on the field for a little bit. Here are your scores around the league in Week 14 as things start to heat up, and we'll start off here in Tennessee, where the Titans ended up beating the Jaguars 44-7. Statement win for Tennessee. Tannehill had 1 touchdown in the air. That's because Derrick Henry had 3 on the ground, including all 3 being in the first half. Jaguars show a lot of promise, but they are still a very young team. Next game on Sunday Night Football, the Bears go into Green Bay and win 21-19. This is the kind of statement win you see out of a 1 seed as the Bears. The surprise of the season, Justin Fields has led Chicago to a 1 seed currently, playing exceptional football. And then lastly, on Monday night, the Cardinals beat the Rams 20-17. Los Angeles 0-13 on the season. They are in danger of being the very first ever 0-17 team. They got 4 more games to pick up a W. We'll have to see if they do it. Here are your players of the week. Obviously, Gibson get it. Gregory did get hit for his 4 sacks. Paul had it for New York in the AFC. And Joe Burrow's 5 passing touchdowns led his team to victory. And he gets it in the AFC. Here's a look at the record book. Antonio Gibson's name sits at the top. He ended up with 330 rush yards. What a day for Gibson. If you had him in your fantasy lineup, you came away victorious. I already know you came away. Next week, we travel to Philly against the 2-11 Philadelphia Eagles. But here's a look at the playoff picture. Currently still on the outside looking in, but Dallas now the 6th seed as the New York Giants take control of our division. We will see the Giants in 2 weeks after we have a rematch against those Cowboys. But this week we focus against the Eagles, who we have not seen this year, but we'll see them 2 times in 3 weeks. They are 2-11, so they have struggled mightily this season, but this is still a talented football team. Say what you want about Jalen Hurts at quarterback, but they do have one of the best offensive lines in football, and they do have first-round wide receiver and Heisman Trophy winner Devontae Smith. And on the defense, you do have Fletcher Cox, you do have Brandon Graham, there is big play Slay. So plenty of chances for some playmakers on this Eagles squad. So I would consider this not a guaranteed W. Don't want to fall into the trap game, as Hurts hasn't looked the best for Philadelphia this season. He's played behind a good, solid offensive line, but Eagles are going to want to see more, especially if they're going to have a high pick in this year's draft. But you do have Johnson, you do have Brooks, you do have Kelsey on that line, so plenty of players to sit behind and potentially pound the football behind. So we'll have to see what the game plan is for our defense. And then our offense, we got to worry about Fletcher Cox just plug in the middle. I don't think Gibson's going to have the same game up the middle as he did against Dallas. And then big play Slay on the outside. Number 2, got to worry about him. Might not want to throw in his direction very often. But I'll do it for this one. We've come away victorious in impressive fashion. So let me know what you guys thought in this one. Props to Antonio Gibson for the record books. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.